is a set of nails I did on my practice hand ages ago. I did it for Chinese New Year, which was months ago. And I don't even know, I thought I'd edited it, but I hadn't. So I'm editing and sharing now. So I've applied my forms, fitted my forms even, and I'm just going to apply a thin, clear base to these nails. So even when I'm working on a practice tip, on practice hands, stuff like that, I like to always go through the entire process, just because especially it's good when you're learning as well, because it's good to give yourself that kind of muscle memory, so you automatically go, right, I need to apply this, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you just, it becomes the norm for you, so that when you're doing it on an actual human person, people, you automatically do every step needed. Then coming in with this gorgeous red, and this is HD Pro colour, and this is Rouge. So I'm just going around the cuticle area there, getting a good cuticle line, and then I'm just pulling that down the nail. Then coming in with that holographic multicut in Ruby, placing that at the cuticle area, and then just getting that nice blend down. And I'm just feathering that out so it ends up as a crystal tip. And then coming in with some of the holographic flowers, and these are in gold. And I'm just going to dot these round just to add a little extra to that nail. And then when I'm happy with all of that, I'm going to cap the entire design in clear acrylic. Whenever I do one of these extreme shapes, I make sure I get the spine of the nail built up first, and then I work on those side walls, making sure I've got the right shape and structure. Then onto the next finger, and again I've done that thin clear base, and then coming in with rouge again at the cuticle area. Blended that down the majority of the nail, and then I'm going to come in with the red holographic glitter down one side and blend up. And then again, just coming in with some of those gold flowers, just to keep the design pulled together, keeping the same theme running through. And then when it's had a chance to set, just just capping in clear. Then onto the pinky finger again. I started with that thin clear base, then I'm coming in with rouge again at the cuticle area. So this one's going to be like the first finger that I forgot to film. So I always make sure when I do a marble that I've got that nice base around the cuticle area and down the side walls, so I don't have to worry about it as I'm then marbling through. And then coming in, I can't remember what the gold one is. So I will write that in the description. That's another Hazel Dixon acrylic. So I'm going to place a bead of red, and then I'm coming in with a small bead of gold, and I just swirled them back and forth a bit. I didn't want to marble like a full marble, so I did do little parts of the nail that was mainly just with the red in between, and then I'm coming over the majority of red bits with just tapping in some of this red holographic glitter using my wet brush, tapping into the wet acrylic. Popping on a few of those gold flowers, and then when I'm happy with the design, I will then cap this all in clear acrylic. I then filed these into shape. I'm sorry I didn't film any of the filing. And then I'm just going to use some of my HD gel paints, and I'm just going to draw some little ratties. So it's the year of the rat. Again, I am very late to the party. And I'm just using these gel paints just to create black rat silhouettes. So I just googled year of the rat, and this was one of the images that came up. So I've just copied the layout of these rats. So I'm just going to do the outline first of all. And then when I'm happy with that outline, I'm then going to fill this in. So I'm wanting to make sure that I'm not doing too thick a layer, because obviously these are really highly pigmented. So you can build them up, but you want to do that in layers. So you want to work in nice thin layers, just enough to get good coverage. If you are finding it a little thick to work with, I sometimes just add a little bit of top coat to my gel paints, but then you'll definitely have to do a couple of layers. You can use gel polish. I just prefer to use an art gel because it stays put. You paint it on and it stays where it's put, whereas gel polish, you paint it on and it doesn't always stay where you want it to. So once I'm happy with that, I just popped that in my lamp and I double cured it. So that was 120 seconds. And then I'm going to do a rat on the other finger next to it. And this one's going to be facing in the other way. So it helps the design just flow. Again, I'm going to start by doing the outline before colouring it all in. So I wanted to make sure, as you can see with the tails, that I got a nice amount of movement with those as well. And then when I'm happy with the design and shape, I then coloured it all in with black, and then this will be cured again for 120 seconds in my LED light. And there you have it, guys. So sorry it took me so long to share. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little design, and I will see you all again soon. Bye! Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, guys. If you want to see more like this, remember to head on over to my channel, click the subscribe button and make that bell ring, and then you'll get notifications every time I share a new video. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!